welcome to the stream. This is the start of Season 2, but before we go into Season 2, I am going to just try and do a quickish rundown of what we've done in the off-season and the transfers we've made. Now, if you remember from the end of Season 1, well, from around about the Christmas time, we had I'd made like 25 or 26 signings that were due to come in. Now, I wasn't sure that we would get all of them because of the restrictions on the transfer, but I'll run you through what's happened anyway. So, I hope you do enjoy the stream. If you do enjoy it, please consider leaving a like. If you've got any suggestions, put them in the comments. If you check the community tab, I have run a poll of how many seasons that people would like to see me do this. So far, I think we're at 5, but I'm not going to close the voting just yet. So you have got a chance to vote on that if you'd like to go over and do that. Don't forget, as always, you can subscribe if you enjoy the content. So let's get into it. So don't forget, any suggestions you can leave in the chat and stuff. Okay, so we will start with a Season 2 preview. So before we actually start playing any games, I will run through no scouting, the schedule. So we played at Montrose, Leyton Orient, Union St Gallen, Ajax and Brentford. Now, because I sacked my assistant manager, which we'll start with the coaching staff first. So I sacked John Kennedy and we brought in Renford Anton, who is our new assistant manager, just because he was a better coach, to be fair, and because I'm limited on the number of coaches that I can have, I wanted 2 goalkeeping, 2 fitness and a set piece coach, which I get anyway, but I do have 2 coaches still to come in. But anyway, we've got Renford Anton as a new assistant manager. He just didn't join in time to set me up any friendlies, so I had to do that myself. In terms of transfers and players were brought in, I think we might have made a few mistakes, just because we actually got every single player that we had bid for, and as you can see, again, we still haven't spent any money whatsoever, but I have made 57 million because some of the free transfers that I brought in the season previous, we managed to sell some players. So I sold Ollie McBurney to Al Ali. To be fair, Saudi Arabia has been brilliant for me. We sold Bernabe, O, Kuhn, Iwata and Anthony Marshall. So they've all left. We have loaned some players out. So we made 57 million, still not spending a penny. The problem I have is that we now have way too many players. So I think there's still going to be some players who possibly need to leave. In terms of who we're going to get rid of, I don't know. I'm going to loan some players out, which that's what these bids are. These are just like loan bids because I put them on the dev list. As you can see though, through all 3 squads, it's just way too big. I would say we have improved the quality of the players that have come in, which is always good. But I want a bit of a younger squad that likes the Dies and Maida. As much as I love the guy, he's 27. If we can get some money for him, I'm happy with that. Same with Kyogo, he's now 30. We brought in Mason Busto and Emmanuel Pecorino. I've got Robert Ramsack or whoever he is, yeah, and I believe I have absolutely no idea why my headset keeps going off, but it still is. So as you can see, I put a loan in for Marco Nasti. This loan is costing me nothing. So, and these are the 2 staff members that I'm bringing in. He's very good with attacking and tactical, and this guy is very good with attacking and technical, and a bit of tactical. He's pretty decent with set pieces actually. But anyway, the other 2 coaches that I'm bringing in. In terms of wages, we've skyrocketed in wages. We're now paying 910. I mean, it's not like having to get the budget to pay the amount of wages. But the plan, remember the plan is, we play every single game. We can only simulate between games, and we have to still try and be competitive in the Champions League. Eventually, I want to try and win it. So we are going to have to. We're just going to have to see what we can do. In terms of players that brought in for the first team, we've got Danny Martin, solid goalkeeper, but I'm probably going to stick with Canizares as my first choice. At the moment, we have kept hold of Cameron Carter-Vickers. I brought in Taylor Hardwood-Bayliss on a free. Good right wing back there. Big, strong lad. We brought in Tarek Bookman on a free. He's got a year left on his contract, so my plan with Tarek is to do the exact same as we did with Justin. So come December, we'll try and put a bid in for Tarek and see if we get him. We've brought in Sepp Vandenberg, Sergio Reguilon for left back, and we've still had Michael Oden. Any midfielders? Luka Toplovic, we brought him in. Felix Correa, he's came in for the first team as well. Robert, we've still got Eddie Salcido. We brought in Emmanuel Pecorino for a bit of height in the box. And Mason Bosso, because he's a young lad, looks like he could be a really good acquisition for us. In terms of some other younger players, I brought in Kareem, what's he called, Kareem Matsley, fairly decent young goalkeeper there. I'm trying to get rid of David Bettinelli. Let's just see if we still can't get rid of you. We brought in Trilly as a right back. Again, the problem is I need to keep some Scottish players behind. I've got Alvaro Fernandez at left back, Edu Sanchez. Some of these players can go on loan for a season. I'm quite happy to let them go on loan. I've got this young Turkish attacking midfielder left, who maybe we can do something with. But yeah, that's the transfers. That's what we've gone for. The whole idea was to try and get some better quality in. I think we've done that. We just now need to wait and see how it goes towards the end of August. I've got a feeling we're going to lose Kyogo, we're going to lose Dyson, and possibly Carter-Vickers. If we can keep a hold of them, brilliant, we'll keep a hold of them. But every year I want to try and improve on the team so we can be competitive in the Champions League and maybe actually get a Champions League win. Now that all that's out of the way, let's crack on with season number 2. So wish me luck, folks, as we try and get this done. Well, I haven't been sacked yet, Wally, so I think I'll be fine. I did try and get this wee guy, but they want money for the loan fee, so that technically means spending money. Don't want to do that. The whole idea is to try and do it as basically completely free. Who's this? He's a goalkeeping coach. Oh, further his license. Alright, so running through the staff members that we brought in, let's have a look. We've got 2 quality goalkeeping coaches. We have a decent fitness coach, 2 decent fitness coaches actually, but I mean we're really lacking in coaches, I think. Compared to teams in the Premier League, like some of the teams get 12 coaches and stuff like that, we get 7. So I've got to do the best I can with the 7 that I get. So obviously I did all this off season just in the hope that we could get a bulk of the heavy lifting out of the way so we can focus solely on the league. Well, on the actual games. So don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy the content, please leave a like. If you've got any suggestions, put it in the comments. If you want to keep up to date with any news, please check the community tab and feel free to subscribe.